Did you know that our immune system is always working, even when we're feeling well? So what can we do this winter to keep our immune systems really strong? Well, find out how getting adjusted and increasing your vitamin D may be the key to keeping healthy this winter. Stay tuned. Our immune systems are amazing and they're remarkable in the sense that they're constantly working. Guess what? We have bugs, bacteria, viruses in our bodies all the time. But our bodies are designed such that it can take and handle low levels of those bugs and bacteria. But what happens if those bugs, bacteria, and viruses actually start to populate and increase in numbers? Well, in simple terms, we get sick. And the fever, the cold and flu symptoms are all a normal, natural process. What your body's trying to do is trying to slow us down so we can now give more effort and more of the resources to strengthen the immune system so we can fight those bugs off. So what can we do to keep a really strong immune system this winter period? Well, first strategy is increasing your vitamin D. Now see, vitamin D is sort of considered that it's there to just maintain your bone density, but reality is vitamin D is needed for so much more. Vitamin D is needed to maintain lots of organ systems, and more importantly, it's made to maintain the actual integrity of our immune cells. Now, our immune cells are these cells that have these receptors that surround them, and these receptors are like feelers, and what these feelers do, they float around our immune system and our bloodstream and figure out which cells are home cells and which cells are foreign cells. Now, when it figures out that a cell is actually foreign, what it does is it marks it, and then the immune cells, which are responsible for destruction, come around and eat those cells up. But what we know is that when we have low vitamin D, it actually reduces the body's ability to stay sensitive to those cells, and our immune sensitivity decreases. So adequate levels of vitamin D maintains the receptors around these cells, meaning that our immune system can stay sensitive and can stay on guard all the time. So this winter, try and get some more sunlight. If there isn't any sunlight, consider a vitamin D supplement. So second tip for you, and that is get adjusted. Now, chiropractic adjustments are so much more than just getting adjusted to get rid of pain and adhesive tissue, or even just getting rid of that stiffness that we feel. It's so much more than that. In fact, 2 studies were done to demonstrate how chiropractic adjustments actually affect our immune system. The first study was done in 1972, and what we actually looked at was blood samples to see what effect an adjustment would have on white blood cell count. And what we found was that after an adjustment, the white blood cell count in our bloodstream actually increased exponentially. And that's amazing because that tells us that our immune system is stronger after we get adjusted. The second study that was done was actually done in 1989, and this was done in New York as well, and this was done by a man by the name of Roger Perron, and he was a doctor that was in charge of looking after the Cancer Prevention Institute in New York. They did a study and they looked at different patient groups, and what they looked at and they found was that chiropractic patients had 200% greater immune function than people who didn't get adjusted. That's 200% greater function. That's twice as strong as what normal people who don't get adjusted get. And so it's so important that getting adjusted is not only there to help keep our immune system strong, but also help to fight off bugs as well. So this winter period, try those 2 strategies. Increase your vitamin D and get adjusted. So if you've got your adjustment scheduled, don't reschedule it. If you're sick, come along. Getting adjusted will actually help you get better faster. Look, hope you like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.